Buenos dias. Good morning. I hope you are well. This is Bit Buddha here with my first YouTube video on this new channel. So I wanted to give like a introductory video and also say my intent with this channel, and then I'll speak about my tech history a bit more. But I'll say in terms of intent, I want to make technology a lot more fun for people, and I want people to like respect I want people to respect kind of like computers again, because not to say people don't respect it, but I feel like people just don't know the magnitude or the intricacies of how these things work. And I feel like if they understood how it worked, they would respect it more and understand it better. And also, I don't like how sometimes people try and make this tech stuff seem like so magical and so complex. It is complex, right? But if you have enough passion and desire, you could learn anything you want. And with this channel, I'm thinking right now, most likely going to focus on cyber security, of course. Also, I want to spend a good time focused on like assembly language, because I feel like assembly language is basically like the lowest level that humans could interact with the kind of like computer. It's like, so there's ones and zeros, right? The binary. The ones stands for electrical signal. The zero stands for no electrical signal. And assembly is how like kind of makes it a bit easier. Instead of seeing ones and zeros, you'll see like a MOV. Like you will have more human readable stuff. And assembly is like the lowest level. If you know like programming languages, Python is like up here. It's like super abstract, super easy. You could make a Python script and do anything you want, right? But assembly is on the CPU level. It's literally on like the binary ones and zeros. And I feel like teaching that, it's not used a lot in like work unless you're like a reverse engineer or working on embedded systems. But I want to spend time on that. But I'll get on a tangent. All right. So intent is to make tech more accessible for people and just to make it more fun for people as well. Because I feel like the energy you bring to something can really change who like views it, and also like the demographic of people. I feel like there's a lot of people from my background who probably never thought about tech, or they think they're probably not smart enough. They think they're not this enough. So I feel like I could make it more fun and accessible for people. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. And in terms of my tech history, how far back do I go? I'll say my mom got us our first computer when I was like 10, I think, right? I got my first, it was like a Dell son. It was Dell running Windows Vista or 7. It was around that time. And then I got my first cell phone in, I was a junior, a sophomore. My brother gave me a rooted Samsung Galaxy S3. Now, when you have your phone, right, from your company, they allow you to download certain applications, right? And if you have a Samsung device and you root your device, it basically means that you could like customize it times 10, right? So from the gate, my first phone was like fully rooted, fully modified. So shout out to my bro. But that was like years and years ago. I still got to root this one actually. And then, because I remember when I had my first girl like friend, I had my 3DS, right? And I had to go on my 3DS and go on Facebook and text her on my 3DS. So that's how I remember I didn't have a phone freshman year, because I had a girlfriend. I'm like, damn, I got to get on Facebook on my 3DS to even talk to her. Anyway, I got my phone junior year. And I would say the love for it started to expand once I switched to like Linux, like GNU Linux. So there's Windows, which everyone knows. There's Mac OS, which everyone knows. And then there's like less popular operating system and server. Well, it's kind of, you could use it for both, called Linux, based upon the Unix system, and it lets you like customize like everything. And it's not, they're more focused on like the terminal, so it's not just like you point and click. You literally have to type these different commands and basically tell it what to do. And it's almost like, what I was saying, like people be speaking about tech like it is magic, but in a sense it kind of is magic, especially when you think about it. You think about like Harry Potter or any other magician, right? And they say this certain spell or this certain command, right? And it's the same thing with these laptops and computers, right? You give it a command. If you memorize a command, you can make it do 1,001 things. You could like take over the world or heal like the world through that, right? Because there's so much you could do through the terminal command line. And so I'll say that was like about like 2-3 years ago. And at first, I've been exploring for a while. Like that's how I'm really like I like my journey a lot, because I feel like I explored so much, so I see what I like and don't like. I see my temperament, because I've experimented with different technologies. But at first I wanted to be a front-end web dev, right? So these are people who develop websites. And I feel like that's like really how a lot of people get into tech space. I feel like web devs are like dominant because like everyone is on the web, so we all need web dev. So I learned about like a bit about HTML and then dabbled in CSS and JavaScript a bit. But then like I still got to make. I'm gonna make my website and I'm gonna share the link when I create it. Because I still believe in like everyone should have their own website. Everybody. Because people from the older generation, they probably remember stuff like MySpace, right? And even like Tumblr still does it now, where you can actually customize your page, right? But if you go on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn or with X, right, you can't actually customize the page. Like there's no like uniqueness. It's like we're all like sanitized and neutered in these online platforms. And I feel like everyone should have their own website so they can fully customize it. There's I'll try to find a link of it. This guy, there used to be this thing called like GeoCities or NeoCities. And this guy, he kind of made a page where it's like they had all these different animations and all these different GIFs and all these different. And now, like when I look at sites today, there's barely any like animations. There's barely any color. It's just like bland. I'm like, this is so boring. But back in the day, like you could put like anything you want, and it was really more so about expressing who you truly are. Like not to say, yeah, I would say like social media does not allow people to. It allows you to share pictures and photos, right? But in terms of actually customizing the actual page, like how the page looks, how the layout looks, they don't have that anymore. And I feel like that's why everyone should have their own website. Everybody, like everybody should have their own website. And I'm gonna make mine, and I'm gonna do it. Of course, I could go to sites like WordPress and Wix and just like boot up a site in like an instant, right? But me, I want to program it by myself. Well, HTML isn't really programming like people. So anyway, I want to really make the website myself with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And there's a lot of things to make it quicker and easier, which I like respect, right? But HTML was like my first, like it was my introductory to tech. So I have just so much respect for it that I would like to like code it hand by hand, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like flat, right? Because I just have respect for this stuff because it showed me a whole new world where you could like literally, you could type something and literally see it on a screen and the entire world could see that. Like I love front-end web dev because I feel like you see the results of what you're making quicker. Like you could literally make something and then the site could change and the taskbar could change, and if you click this link it goes here, you click that link, it's like and it gets to almost the graphic design part of it too, because these different fonts, these different colors, these different like all this stuff you could customize. So I'm gonna enjoy that thoroughly, just for like fun, right? But yeah, it started with front-end web dev. This video, this video long, and it's my first video. Be patient with me. But all right, then I was like, nah, man. Then the whole crypto thing came. I'm like, man, I wasn't trying to invest in crypto as it come up. I was like, I want to be a blockchain engineer. I'm trying to make crypto. I'm trying to like create the crypto, because I feel like the people who are creating the crypto as a career are probably going to make more money than the people who are passively investing in the crypto just as a come up. Because I don't even see it as a come up. I see it as a new form of currency that everyone should invest their time and energy into. So I wanted to be a blockchain engineer for a while. But the thing about all these, I feel like I was looking at so I don't come from like money, right? In a sense, right? But I was looking at the salaries a bit too much, right? Because I remember years ago, like I was like, there's 3 paths I would take. It's either I'll be front-end web dev, blockchain, or cybersecurity. But I always said if it was just for fun, I would do cybersecurity, because Mike Myers has this thing where he says that CIC, like, because it's cool, right? So he says he does stuff CIC, right? And I think that ethical hacking, penetration testing, red teaming, I think it's cool. Like, generally, the fact that you could get in and out of a system and just be anywhere, it's like almost like you're omnipotent. It's like you're literally inside or outside the system. You could break in, you could break out, you could take, like, you could just do, and that's crazy to me. And I feel like that's very powerful, because we see how technologically like saturated everyone is these days. Everyone has a cell phone, everyone has a laptop, everyone has this and that, right? And I feel like human beings are very quickly becoming cyborgs, right? And I feel like yo practico mi español, so I'm practicing other human like languages to speak to humans, just in like their like normal languages, well, right? But then also once you learn programming languages, you can speak to computers as well. So I have a love for both. I have a love for computers, and I love for people. I could speak to like 1,000 people me fine, and I could just have like 1,000 laptops to me fine. Either way, right? So I enjoy myself regardless of where I'm at. I could literally be inside my room trapped for like months and not speak to a soul and just be in the terminal and be fine. I kid you not. Or I could go to an event every single day and talk to 1,000 people and be fine there. So any reality people put me in, I'm fine either way. But I wanted to be a front-end web dev, then I wanted to be a blockchain engineer. But I'm like, the thing about the blockchain stuff I didn't like, let me start. The whole market going up, market going down, market going up, market going down. It didn't feel really secure to me, right? Because I know the blockchain engineers are still probably in work, but even just like there's different jobs you work. It's not only what you do, it's the energy and the conversations that happen in the industry you're in, right? And with the whole crypto thing, is like, oh, it's up, oh, it's as high as it's ever been, oh, it's down, it's the lowest it's been, it's up, it's high as it's ever been. And like, that's not really my thing, right? That's why cybersecurity feels a bit more secure, because a company can let off a lot of its like team, right? But cybersecurity, if you let off your cybersecurity team and you have like $1 million or $1 billion breach, you're gonna feel sick. You're gonna feel sick. So people usually keep their security teams. But yeah. So I wanted to be a front end web dev. I'm like, now moving into the blockchain stuff, and I was like, and now I'm staying focused on the cybersecurity, because in tech it's so easy to get lost in the sauce. So red teaming, ethical hacking, penetration testing, this like realm. So basically organizations will pay me to break into the organization to make sure that they are more secure. That's kind of the gist of that. And I wanted to speak more about Linux. So it really, truly honestly. So I was running like Windows my entire life, right? And it's only like 3 years ago or something like that, where I switched to like Linux. Literally switching to Linux made tech 1,000 times interesting to me. Like honestly, if it weren't for GNU Linux, I would not be trying to get in tech at all. Like if I was still on Windows, I would not be pursuing this stuff at all, because it was boring to not to say it was boring, but when I was like in the terminal, I'm like, oh my god, this command can like do what just by pressing this. It's like magic. You could like change this, and it was so fascinating to me. It's like you're speaking to like my friend Tayu. Shout out to him. He's a QA. Well, he was a QA at CVS, and he was giving me tech advice years ago. I hope you watch this video. If you're watching this, bro, Hare Krishna. But anyway, he was a QA. He was like, yeah, when you're in the terminal, it's like you're in the subconscious of the computer. I'm like, bro, that's deep. I'm not even speaking to the kind of computer on a conscious level. We in like a subconscious level, like we under there. But and then also the terminal, look, GNU Linux, right? The CLI, the command line interface, right? So if you use computers, most likely you had a mouse and a touchpad and you click stuff, right? With the command line interface, you're literally only typing commands, right? And that shifted my entire world as well, right? So that made it more fascinating too. So GNU Linux, the CLI, and touch typing and keyboard shortcuts. These things right here are like my mango and my strawberry. Like these things right here, like made everything more fun, because like now it becomes muscle memory. Like when you stop using your mouse and touchpad and you're just typing away with the commands and the keyboard shortcuts, it's like literally like I could be looking this way and typing over here, and it's like it'll be perfectly, because it's like muscle memory to me now. So that also made it a lot more fascinating to me as well. And even today, I have to make more command line tools, and I don't being in the GUI and just being in the browser all day. Like that's cute. Like that's nice, but that's not really my homeland. My homeland, I'd rather be in the terminal all the time. Even now, I'm playing music in the terminal on this application called CMUS, like CMUS, and I'll share the like link for that as well. But I wanted to, okay, I wanted to just like show you guys my laptops, because yeah, I gotta fix these laptops. Gotta fix these. So I have how much do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 laptops here, but the only thing is, only one of them is fully functioning, right? But I will show you guys it, because I actually have to go after this video. I'm gonna go to the tech store and try to get these fixed, because I'm with this doing this training with this company called Cybernet Labs, and they have a VPN, a virtual private network, and since my laptop is running Kali Linux, I can't run it properly. So I have to get one of my other laptops to run Windows to run it properly. But yeah, well first, gotta show this off. I gotta show the back too. So this right here, when I was in Florida before, right? Because I'm originally from Philadelphia, but when I went to came to Florida last time, I went to all these different tech events, right? And this laptop, I have photos on my LinkedIn as well. But this laptop is a Samsung Galaxy I forgot Galaxy Book Pro 360. See, I wrote it down, right? And this was the laptop where I transitioned from Windows to Linux. And this was a laptop I went to all of those events with. And this was the laptop I started to work online with. Because before, I was working physical jobs. And I remember like I quit. Well, not quit. I was fired. And I'm like, bro, I'm tired of these physical jobs. I'm gonna work online. And this laptop helped me transition not only to online work, but also to Linux as well. And also at all the hackathons I went to, this laptop was there with me. And it means a lot. Like, I got to get it fixed. But the issue now for you are, I'm not sure if you can see all that, but minimal bash line editing is summoned for the first word tab. Okay, but yeah, basically I'm in GRUB, the Grand Unified Bootloader or whatever. So with computers, right, there's this thing called like a kernel, right, which is basically the heart of the computer. It's like the first thing, it's like the lowest level that kind of starts the computer, right? So I accidentally did a command that took the kernel and initial RAM disk from the boot file, the file that lets the computer start, right? I basically took that and put it in my documents folder, right? And it sounds simple, but literally I cannot boot this like normally. Like when I boot it, it doesn't even boot in like the normal like interface no more, right? So I have to, it's almost like an example. It's like I took its heart and I put its heart in its leg, kind of. So it's like almost like I had to do like surgery to figure out how to get its heart back to its like actual placement. Because I can't do much with it now. Like, it's literally like I can't, like, it's literally just in GRUB, right? So I still got to troubleshoot that. That's been for like months. I'll figure that out. This was actually the first laptop. After I left that job, this is the first laptop. I got it for like $100 off of like Walmart or something. It's a Samsung Galaxy XE305CR. Anyway, it's a Chromebook, right? And honestly, like, all right, when I first bought it, I bought it so I could work online. But at first, with Chromebooks, if you know, you can't really do much with them, right? So, I didn't really use it much. But actually, I did have like a phone survey job a couple months ago, and I was using it to work on that. So I did get my money's worth from it because I did have a job for a bit, and I was using this for like my calls on like the VoIP network. So I did get the use out of it. Let me. So there's not, I always look for like the ports. This one doesn't have much to it, you know. It's just like there's not much to it. And this Samsung, it also is touchscreen, and it's super thin. Definitely the thinnest laptop I have, like super thin. All right, then we going old school, bro. We going back to like 2005 on you, 2003 or 2005. These are two Dell Latitudes D610s I got from my mom. And honestly, once I get these fixed, these are like my favorite out of all of these. These are like my favorite because, wait, let me show you. So on the side, it's like that. On the back, look at those ports, bro. Look at those ports, bro. You cannot tell, like, you've never seen these ports in your like, unless you're from the older generation. The newer generation doesn't even know what these ports are. Even has a CD tray to play music as well. So I really like, and also they have these T-Mobile like I forgot what you even call them, but you basically put your SIM card in it to have like internet, and you plug it in. Because the thing about these laptops, they were for like a mentorship school program, and the thing is they kind of, I hope you can see that, they kind of like stripped it, right? So usually when they're running Windows XP, wait, yeah, usually on Windows XP you have a lot more options, but they stripped this like naked, and I can't do much because I don't have the admin privileges, right? So I have to figure out how to basically, I could just put them on to like Linux, but I'm realizing I like, you'll see later, but I'm starting to like to keep computers with their original software and hardware and just like make the best use of it initially, because yeah, I have like a Frankenstein laptop over there. So, but yeah, I probably will put one on Linux. And my plan. So this one, it was running. Oh, my music stopped? Oh no, it didn't. All right, but this one was running Kubuntu. I started on Ubuntu Linux, and I switched to Kubuntu, and I plan to run like most likely Arch like Linux on this, because Arch is like everyone is doing Arch, by the way. So I gotta join that. But and then these ones, I might make one Linux and keep one Windows XP. This one, it's running Chrome OS, and Chrome OS actually gets a part of its code from Github, and Github is a Linux distribution. So I was trying to switch this to Github, right? But I think it's only on the newer models. So I checked the model for my laptop and was trying to do K root, whatever they call it, and it just wasn't really working, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna try and still tinker with this. This is like a tablet my roommate gave me, and I'm not sure. I just gotta get the cord for it. I'm not sure if it works or not, but I gotta get the cord for it, and hopefully I could use that. It's running like Windows RT. I don't even know what that is, but anyway, I'm gonna try that out. This is an Asus that I got from. So I recently came back from Ecuador. Is my friend in Ecuador? He gave me this, and it's running Windows, but the thing is the keyboard is messed up. So the keyboard doesn't work properly. Plus the screen is a bit messed up, so I gotta fix the screen as well. This one is also a laptop that my roommate gave me, and I just don't have the cord for it, so I had to like go online and get the cord for it. This one also from my friend at the Fruit Village in Ecuador. He gave me this, and the screen is actually on. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's just so messed up. Like there's this white line here, and the rest of this is just black. So I got to get the FX. This is my main one, man. This is my baby right here. This is my main laptop I use for like everything. Right now, it's running Kali. It's running Kali Linux, and Kali is basically operating system or a Linux distribution that has a lot of ethical hacking and penetration testing and red teaming software. And I'm currently getting into like ethical hacking, red teaming, and like all that stuff. So I switched to Kali. But the thing is, usually people don't do this, right? This is actually a physically, it's a MacBook, right? But in terms of the operating system, it's Kali Linux, and that's really a Frankenstein of a thing. That's a Frankenstein of a thing. Try to download OpenBSD on this, and OpenBSD is like, speak about like I love Linux. OpenBSD is like security, like that stuff is like super hardened. It basically means they're like their operating system is like one of the most like firm non-hacking things, right? But like it's very advanced. It's not for like the be like beginner, right? So I was trying to get like OpenBSD, but clearly I'm still a beginner because I bricked the entire laptop. I was running Mac, right? And then I was trying to boot like OpenBSD, and I bricked the entire laptop. And I'm like, damn. So the only other thing I had was a Kali Linux flash drive boot. So then I just booted Kali and been using Kali ever since. But now I'm dealing with issues because for my work and like the training, a lot of things are made on Windows, and I don't have Windows, so it's always like a hassle to even run the most basic Windows program. That's why I have to have these other laptops fixed so I can run Windows on those. And yeah, what's my plan for these? So all of these I at least need. I'm gonna keep. This is Mac, right? So I'm gonna keep this on Mac. I at least need one Mac and probably two Windows. I might keep this XP and this on Windows, but everything else has to be like Linux. But it's access to all of them, and I'm realizing that, right? Because I was just listening to a video about this guy. He's a top security admin at Red Siege, right? They're like the cyber security company. I'll put his description or the interview or the link in the description or whatever. Anyway, he was saying that back in the day, he used to have this like set up. He used to have all these like laptops set up, and he was running a different server and this on every single one. But in modern day, they have things like VirtualBox where you could basically virtually run different systems. So you could like practice your hacking skills and not even actually have to hack. You could have it all in your own machine. And say I have a Windows virtual machine and I have a Kali, and then I'm attacking the Windows machine from my like Kali, all in the same laptop with the they call it a hypervisor or virtualization software. It's basically when your computer could run a other operating system inside itself, right? So today it's easy to do, but me, I guess I'm a bit old school, right? Because I like having the physical laptop. So all these, I plan to run it on all these on Linux. Right now I'm on Kali Linux. Then I have to upgrade to Black Arch, which is a fork, ethical hacking fork of Arch Linux. Then I'm gonna upgrade to Pentu, which is an ethical hacking version of Gentoo, a Linux distribution. I want to also do Linux from scratch, which is like literally like, that's crazy. Like Linux from scratch is literally like you're creating Linux from the kernel up. I want to do that as well. But yeah, I have a lot of plans. But yeah, I just wanted to give a general introduction. Even like my general introduction is like 20 minutes. If you watch this, much love, much abundance. I have more videos coming soon. I'm gonna be sharing everything I learned in terms of like ethical hacking, programming, assembly language, tech. I have a couple other tech. I have So I have like kind of my tech bag. I just have like a ton of like wires and cords and keyboards, and this is like a ton. Like ever since I got into tech, I valued this stuff a lot more. So I never really throw out like any of my tech stuff like at all, because people don't understand the power that is in the, like, if people understood what you could do with these devices, both in terms of like regardless of business, hacking, product, whatever you want to do, like we just have so much power with these devices, like, and it's literally, it's very humbling to me, right? So that's why I always gonna keep them, just so I could tinker on them and work on them. And I could get the screws and manually fix all of these, but honestly right now this course, like the cybersecurity course, I'm kind of a bit backed up, and I have to kind of catch up to the rest of my cohort, because everyone is getting these different certifications, everyone like is getting these different, like, it's just a lot. I had to catch up on a lot, so having a different kind of computer as a different monitor would help as well. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give like a general introduction. Again, my name is Bit Buddha. I love tech. I love you. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you have any like recommendations on videos you want to see me make, or different technologies you want to see me speak about, let me know, because I'm thinking next videos I make, it got to be Linux, right? It got to be Linux, right? I guess so. But I got to learn how to. First, I got to get a screen recorder. Also, I need a program that could show the keyboard shortcuts I do. And also, I have my webcam as well. So I'm going to be doing the webcam, then have my computer screen, and also have a thing that shows you the keyboard shortcuts I'm using, because 9 times out of 10, the stuff I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be using the mouse, right? But I want people to like see it, right? So yeah, I'm going to brainstorm on a couple of different videos I want to make. But if you have any recommendations, let me know. If you have any advice, let me know. Yeah, much love and much light. Peace.